So what is the moral of the story? Aren't fairy tales supposed to have like an underlying meaning? What was it with this? Don't do drugs? Generic controlling that goes. We heard back on another episode of Nostalgia Critic. Today we're doing the weirdest Jack and the Beanstalk, which I think Jack and the Beanstalk has something to do with like magic beans or something, and like he had to climb like this massive beanstalk. I don't know, I don't like beans. Let's go ahead and jump on into it. Alright, how old is this actually? Oh, it's 8 years old. Oh god.
Hello on the Nostalgia Critic.
What was, oh, last week's was Pearl Harbor.
When you're a kid, a lot of strange stuff seems normal. Ninja Turtles was average, tea parties on the ceiling was mundane, and being forced to dance in a banana suit dripping goat's blood was just Tuesday. Oh,
it was.
Only my parents had me do that? I should have asked more questions. Regardless,
well, if we're talking about childhood,
older,
dude, me and Doug need to make a video together, because he's gonna
some you put in the
have an aneurysm
enchantment category, others you put in what the hell was I thinking watching this category, and then there's those you don't know where to put. Japan's 1974 English dub
all you had to say
of
was
Jack
Japan.
and the Beanstalk falls into that category of not knowing
There's some
the
very
category.
weird entertainment stuff
Like a
out
fair
of Japan.
amount of kids, I grew up with this bizarre adventure on VHS. It was available at a lot of rental stores at the time. We watched it, it kept us quiet, and then we go about our everyday lives. But what we didn't know was that what the Christness was leaving an impact on our memories that years later we'd say, was that really as friggin' insane as I remember it? I'm here to report
That kind of reminds me of the
is.
Return to Slab, or
It starts off
except for
similar
my curse.
enough. Jack is doing his chores, skipping through the woods, usual fairy tale benignness.
Yeah, I
we
was
find out
not
his
a
dog
kid that
used to be
did fairy
part
tales.
of the Grand Army. I think he has a symbol on his collar that's similar to an army he fantasizes about in the clouds. So there's that. Trust me,
Normal.
that's the least of the questions you will be asking while watching this. And
Okay,
part of the
hopefully
course,
nothing
Jack
has to be
is asked
blurred.
to sell the cow and comes across a mysterious man playing a what I can only describe as a 70s machine. Either that or the sound Pac-Man makes when he's jerking one off.
oh god.
So Jack laughs. And then the
Why
man
is that funny?
laughs.
I don't like where this is going.
And then he laughs again. And then he... Thus, Chris
That's
Hansen's
Santa.
number was put on speed dial.
Yeah.
He, of course, sells him the magic beans after doing a squat dance.
Wait, he sold him the magic beans for what though?
You said it, cow. Which, of course, leads to big shock.
Why is he wearing an eye patch?
He seems nice. This pisses off the mother
See
who
how
punishes
Phantom Hive?
Jack in a common, yet still uncomfortably focused on manner.
You foolish dunce! You blockhead! I'll teach you! Thanks to you, we're penniless! How will we? How will we live? How are we to become beggars? What will become of us?
Well, the broom is crazy. Or is that
worked up and
I guess that is a broom, not a mop.
Child abuse just rumbles my tummy.
Me too.
That's just confusing.
That's, you just kind of like
tosses
don't.
them out the window, resulting
Dog.
in the beanstalk growing in
Don't
one
like
of many
beans.
weird-ass songs.
There's nothing going to happen. You're silly if you think it might.
But always there must be a time when dreams come true.
What?
You believe such nonsense. If you
Is
believe
the
such nonsense,
beanstalk singing?
Yeah, who?
In duet?
Though we don't know how.
Jack
I
wakes
guess
up
it's
seeing
multiple
the incredible
beans.
creation and, of course, climbs up the beanstalk, or a mouse princess climbs down it.
That might have been who was singing.
As the story goes. She explains what happened to her in great detail, but there's one problem. It's told entirely in squeaks.
Do we really need this?
I haven't been so happy to not have subtitles since the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Oh
We
no.
agree never to play that again.
Oh, I reacted to that
Finally,
one.
Jack does climb the beanstalk and comes across a pretty, yet somehow disturbing image.
What? Also, wait, are they in a building? Okay.
She has a face that says, I just joined a cult, and it's going great. This is Princess Margaret. She literally floats on a cloud saying, well, random things.
My parents were destroyed by an evil witch.
Why are your
Let her
eyes
think
so far
about it. It's
apart?
been a long time. I'm happy now.
Oh, really? I wouldn't believe you.
Jack, you have the worst stranger danger.
Tomorrow I'm marrying my wonderful Prince Tulip.
No
Tulip.
one's happier than
I don't believe you have dead eyes.
reaching up to touch the sky. I'm
So is she a ventriloquist, or is this just the song she's hearing in her mind right now?
I'm a don't you come into the castle with me, Jack? I know Madame Hecuba would like to meet you.
Who?
She says the prince's kind and beautiful mother would be happy to meet him, but discovers she's not that. And now, ladies and gentlemen, that uncomfortable fever dream you had 2 weeks ago.
A human child.
Why would I get jump scared? All I had to say is return the slab, and I'm returning
It's
it.
been such a long,
Psych, I'm loading the chamber. Why are you T-posing?
This movie is very straightforward. Fear. Yeah, definitely shifted tones here, didn't we? As if Valium Girl wasn't creepy enough, we get Madame Hecuba, pretty much every Disney witch if she was stretched on a rack and fed despair.
Mother, I'd like you to meet our visitor, Jack.
Oh.
No joke, this movie turns into a rather creepy haunted house movie for a bit. Even down to creepy singing in the hallway.
This is just Devil May Cry.
Lousy Pazuzu Tabernacle Choir.
Enjoy your meal. You'll find it delicious.
It's made
She
from
should
the
have said
finest
to die
virgins.
for.
She drugs him with plans to eat him later, because
Wait, what?
Hansel and Gretel. But her
What?
son comes
She's
in,
gonna
who it
eat
turns
him?
out is the giant, still set to wed the princess. You see, Margaret
What?
is under a spell to think he's actually a handsome
Y'all know
prince, so
that
they
gif
can
for the
become
train in the
royalty.
tunnel, but
So
the
it's kind
train
of
is
like
too big for the
Beauty and
tunnel?
Beast, except ugly is bad, that's why they're ugly. That's basically the same moral, right? And how she squeeze him out.
That's also
So
true.
Jack wakes up,
I don't-
escapes,
not
and
sure if
snoops
that was
around
natural.
the castle along with his dog and the castle mice. He comes across their treasury and even an amazingly annoying talking harp.
Stop them!
Just scissors. Just
They're trying to steal your treasure! Help! I must be dreaming. Harps aren't supposed to talk.
Of all the things I've seen today, that's the
would that
weird
make it a
stuff.
harpy?
Jack hides, though, as the giant comes in and grabs a toy version of his mother.
That's normal.
Okay.
What's he gonna do with it?
Lines her up so she can insult him.
You're just a lazy, good-for-nothing lump of blah. You look like something someone left out in the rain.
Okay.
Okay. Why is this
And then
made?
proceeds to smash her.
Ah, well, therapy.
Okay, well, that is kind of funny. Does he have a lot of those?
It's like the
Does he
SpongeBob
smash
meme with
one
the
every
alarm
day?
clocks
Am I
with
supposed
Squidward.
to be okay that there's robots in Jack and the Beanstalk? I have so many questions I know I will never get the answer to. Jack decides to steal the gold, of course, and go back home where he shows
Gold
his
is
mom
heavy.
all the riches he's gathered. This looks like a song for the dog.
The dog can speak?
You have to climb high. Don't you agree?
And in case you're wondering, no, the dog has never talked previous to this scene and
And he
doesn't
can just-
talk after
Hey, if you
it
get
either.
enough gold, your dog
And
can
yet,
speak.
he somehow has this big musical solo. He's not even really good.
Always we agree. You and I.
So they just find a random
I
person
guess I should
singing
be really
voice of the
harsh on that
dog.
voice, but a dog is singing. I really shouldn't be that critical. And what's Jack's reaction to all of this?
You can speak. How come you never said anything to me? Or maybe it's another miracle. A sign that I should have stayed to help.
Maybe.
Sometimes it just takes a singing dog. Yeah, there is no other explanation outside of that.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The dog singing was a miracle.
And that was enough to
very
convince-
random miracle.
to-
But Jack takes it as a sign to go back and figure out how to snap Margaret out of her trance.
The princess must be kissed by someone who is truly brave and courageous. Only
That's it?
that will break the spell.
I feel like this should also be of age.
Gosh,
I feel like that's
wonder if
also
I'm
a pretty
brave enough
good
to even try.
prerequisite.
Yeah, this gets
I guess it's fairy tale, and back then there wasn't really.
possibly ewy. We know Jack's got to be like 9 or 10 or something like that, but they never say how old Margaret is. I guess old enough to marry, but even that varies in terms of time period and location.
Yep.
So while you might be feeling awkward about not really knowing if you should feel awkward about this, don't worry, it will quickly disappear after the strangest scene in the entire movie.
How can it get more
watch.
weird? Dog?
You stand here in front of me tonight. Are you happy? It's
No.
your wish to be married now, am I right? Are you happy?
What is the
Will you
voice?
help each other out? You must tell me if you have any doubt. Well then, can
That
you
line.
Yes, they would be very
Paisley.
happy. Say that you love him.
No.
Say that you love him.
Is this just a part of the trance or something? Is this how she sees things? I would also have eyes like that. Actually, no, I
More
would
sugar
not.
frosted nightmares, please. What the enchanted crack pipe are we watching
Enchanted
here?
crack
Why all the paper people? Why all the trippy animation?
Or their
Why
eyes
that priest
triangles?
That sounds like he's getting his testicles clipped to a car battery every other word.
Are you happy? Can you? Oh, he is?
None of this is explained. It's all just pure madness. To a point where when Jack comes in and finally kisses her, you've totally forgotten about the age thing.
Oh, wait, that was it?
Sparked in your mind. All you're thinking is, are you happy? Are you happy? No, I'm very confused and rather afraid. What is this? The kiss, of course, breaks the spell.
Is she
and
gonna
the
be
giant
more
chases after-
life?
Okay,
Like,
you know
more-
where this
more
is
to
going.
life?
The giant chases after him. He cuts down the beanstalk, and they live happily ever after.
What?
Not after an out-of-nowhere, totally pointless conversation between our two heroes.
Does she have like a social security number or something?
Only
Like,
after what I did.
Angry? Now, why would I be angry with you, Jack?
I wouldn't blame you if you were angry, though. I know what I did.
Yeah, my kids are getting restless. Can we wrap this up here?
oh yeah, sure.
They run from the giant again, only to be confronted by Hecuba.
And return the slab or return my daughter? No, not daughter, because then that would be no.
Okay,
She's
no joke.
marrying
If I saw
her
you
son,
at the end
yeah.
of the Shining hallway instead of the two little girls, I'd be more afraid of you.
How is nobody making
The
a
giant
return the
comes
slab?
in and weirdly
Oh, is that
enough,
Ramses
doesn't
curse?
stomp our heroes, but instead goes over to stomp the mother. Kind
Just
of
like the
randomly
toy.
out of left field.
I don't think you'd be screaming. I think it would just kind of be
It's
over.
made even stranger by the fact that she's not technically under there. But the movie treats it like she's under there. He's right in front of her, he says goodbye, he puts his foot down, black smoke comes out, presumably destroying her evil, I guess, turning everyone else back to normal, and in the ultimate twist,
What-
she was a robot the whole time.
Wait, what? So who's
If you're
in
confused by
control?
this, kids, I'm sorry, no adult can ever help you.
Did they give us answers?
None of these ravings make any sense.
Do they
Might as well
explain
put on
it,
a David
please?
Lynch film to get a dose of reality. But okay, Margaret has to stay with her people, and Jack has to go back home. Now,
What do you mean
leave
by
him
her
chopping
people?
down the beanstalk and killing the giant, right? Well, in yet another strange mood shift, it suddenly turns into a Roadrunner cartoon. Yeah, with the slapstick,
yeah,
his head getting
slapstick.
smacked in, railroad tracks, tunnel, the whole thing.
That reminds me, the next death battle is Wile E. Coyote versus Tomcat.
Is this like tonal Mad Libs? Like none of the scenes are supposed to connect? Even when we do get the climax of Jack chopping down the beanstalk, it still has soothing music that obviously doesn't match.
For the suspense.
One's happier than I feel like reaching up to touch the sky.
Oh, he's gonna hit the ground with force. That's a big boy. Reaching terminal
That
velocity.
water is beautiful. And that was, in my opinion, the weirdest Jack and the Beanstalk film.
So what is the
Is it any
moral
good?
of the story?
Parts are. There is a lot of good animation, backgrounds, atmosphere.
This is a fairy tale,
imagination.
right?
But yeah, it's pretty inconsistent when it comes to story characters.
Aren't
and
fairy tales supposed to have like an
especially tone.
underlying
But
meaning?
honestly, that's one of the things
What
that
was
makes
it
it so
with this?
interesting.
Don't do
The
drugs?
lack of consistency makes it kind of hypnotizing. I can't think of any other fairy tale adaptation on the big screen with choices this specifically odd. So in a weird way, I do kind of recommend checking it out. If you're curious to join in the madness like me, you can find it on DVD. Oh my god.
What?
Find it on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm
Take a
not
look and
gonna
get
be
sucked
finding on
into an
DVD.
adventure
Also,
you'll
what's a
never
DVD?
forget, no matter how hard you try.
Very interesting video. A short and
I'm
nostalgic
the
video.
Nostalgia Critic, and are you happy?
No, not at all. It's 3:30 in the morning. I did get a Switch too, though, so I'm excited about that. loud outro music as always. I gotta record one more video. I gotta edit all these videos, and it's 3 in the morning, so that's always fun. Finally recorded Death Battle with Kirby. That was awesome. She was here. She fell asleep on the couch, and I just let her sleep for like 2 or 3 hours because she doesn't ever get to sleep. She fell asleep on the couch. So I was like, you know what? You just keep sleeping because I know you don't do that at home. But yeah, no, this is weird. And this was like the most like comment on last week's video, which is Pearl Harbor. Nice. Is that just the end? Okay, there was just 10 seconds of absolutely nothing. Are you happy? Good answer, quick answer, no. Long answer, also no. Weirdest Jack and the Beanstalk. Of course, I'm not familiar with Jack and the Beanstalk. I knew something about magic beans, and that's about it. I still don't know what the story of this is. Like, what is the happy ending? Like, I guess he got money, but going back for them, what did he benefit from doing that? Is it just, is his gift character development? Is that it? Are we just doing it for the plot? I have no idea. But let me know what the next nostalgic video should be. I do read every one of your comments. Leave some down below. And shout out to the patrons because they get all the videos there early. And I could not do this if it was not for them. Literally could not do this if it was not for them. And yeah, this is the Ultimate channel. I'm uploading the channel a lot more. Things are getting back to normal. I'm really happy about that. So I look forward to the next video. I really hope to see you there. But until then, take care and keep music.
We were